What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What I have for you guys today is a brand new Call of Duty Black Ops 7 video. We're going to be going over some more of the relics within Zombies itself. We're going to be focusing on the map Totenreich and pretty much going through and unlocking as many relics as I can possibly solo and pretty much just grinding out that process. So this is kind of a new series I wanted to start on my channel. I already uploaded part 1 for you guys to go ahead and check out. We went through and we unlocked the wicked relics for Totenreich itself, so the music box and the Agarthan device. And now we're going to be unlocking the elephant relic and also the Lil Arnie relic as well within Totenreich itself. So like I said, I'm going to try to cover this and pretty much break it down, share a little bit of information with you guys. Like I say, if you're looking for a short, fast video, there's plenty of them on YouTube. Go ahead and look them up. But for my videos in particular, I like to break it all down, kind of go through it in deep details, and kind of share with you guys the grind and the journey to unlocking these relics solo. So if you guys are interested in today's video, feel free to stick around and let's hop right into it. So the reason behind these videos is pretty much I really want to get an opportunity to enjoy Pack-a-Punch 4, Ultra Rarity, and Golden Armor itself. And I also want to start unlocking all the camos as well you can unlock for completing the Easter egg on different tiers. That's mainly the reason why, and also I want to accomplish something and pretty much collect all the relics. Do keep in mind they are very annoying, and being somebody new to collecting relics, these things are definitely makes me want to rip out my hair sometimes, but I still want to collect them overall, even though they're very hard. I kind of like the challenge at the end of the day. So like I said, we're going to be focusing on that specifically. So we're going to cover the elephant relic first, which is going to be the one that's quite easy to do. I would say that getting to round 40 without any perks in Curse Mode, do keep in mind, guys, before you guys can do any of this, you must have completed the Easter egg itself. Once you do that, then you'll have access to Curse Mode. But once you get to that Curse Mode, you also need to have enough relics to get you to tier 1 in order to unlock the Sinister Relics. That's pretty much this category itself, and pretty much really want to focus on getting the elephant relic itself. All you have to do is survive to round 40 without any perks at all. So no perma perks, no perkaholic, no buying any perks at all. So there's plenty of good strategies that are out there itself. There's a lot of people who camp in the lighthouse. They use toxic growth to kind of slow down the process and just pretty much upgrade the Jotun star itself to get there. I've seen this method work a little bit. It's a little bit inconsistent for sure. I've noticed that toxic growth seems to disappear a little bit faster in the higher rounds. It doesn't give you really a chance to replenish them. There is a couple times that I did die, which was kind of unfortunate, but that is kind of the whole process itself. You just want to survive to round 40. It's not too difficult. I would recommend having the Casimir grenades with you, making sure you have the wonder weapon itself, Pack-a-Punch 3, as you will need that a little bit later on as well to go ahead and pretty much accomplish everything. But once you get to round 40, you're going to hear Mr. Peak start to giggle. For my one, it was round 41 that he started to giggle. Once I knew that was done, I pretty much knew that the trial portal was open. So like I said, just make sure you're fully ready for this because you're going to have to do a lot of running, especially around the map itself. And what you want to go ahead and do is you want to head back to the fish boat dock area, and then you'll notice that a portal itself is open. And once you enter in the portal, it's going to have you go around the map and search in 4 different locations for Mr. Peak's eggs. And once you find these eggs itself, you want to go ahead and shoot it, and it'll go ahead and spawn an HVT. So as you guys can tell on screen right now, we're going to go to the very first section of the map. It's going to be the lighthouse. If you go ahead and look a little bit up top, just kind of follow where I'm at on the screen, you're going to go ahead and see a little egg up there. Go ahead and shoot that egg. It's going to spawn your very first HVT. My recommendation is just use the war machine if you can. It makes it very fast and simple. Like I said, also use the Casimir grenades as well. That's going to help you. Once you kind of get that fully knocked out, it's going to add a little bit more time to your overall clock. It's about 2 minutes something, which gives you plenty of time to get over to the next location itself. So you want to make your way all the way to the other side of the map, which is going to be where Melee Macchiato is located. Once you go ahead and enter in the room next to Melee Macchiato, it's like the little room that has the box on it, has a gun, a wall by. You can pretty much purchase a gun in there as well. If you look up in the top right hand corner, you're going to see another egg. Once you shoot that, it's going to spawn another HVT. Do keep in mind the goal is just to kill the HVT itself. You don't really have to focus on the zombies itself. The HVTs are very, very easy to kill, I would say. Like I said, just keep using cashmere grenades, keep using your gobble gums as well to pretty much help you with this journey. And once you pretty much finish off and you kill the second HVT, you're going to make your way all the way across the map. You're gonna run past Double Tap itself. So you'll have plenty of time to pretty much get from destination to destination. Then once you get closer to where the bridge is and you head onto the bridge itself, look right outside the map near the robot. It's going to see another egg just sitting on top outside the map. Once you shoot that, you will spawn the third HVT. And also this one is a little bit more challenging to kill, but same concept. Use the Wonder Weapon, use cashmere grenades, use the War Machine, just things to help you out in general. But once you get that fully knocked out, like I said, this one's probably the more challenging one to do, but once you get that one fully killed, you want to make your way to where the meal kick is. So within the meal kick area, if you look at the window on the top right hand corner, just a little bit on the side of meal kick itself, you are going to see the final egg that's sitting in the window itself. Go ahead and shoot that and it will spawn a Zersa bear. Once you kill the Zersa bear, you are pretty much going to be done. As you guys can see, I just popped a cashmere grenade and hit a couple times with a melee weapon and I was able to complete it. So once you guys get that knocked out, you will have earned yourself the brand new Elephant Relic for Cursed Mode. And do keep in mind, this one just pretty much focuses on increasing the delay of health regen. I ran this one to get the Wicked Relics, which I kind of look back at it, I kind of regret it, but at the same time, I do not have many of the other relics yet, but eventually I'll have them all. So that is pretty much how you unlock the Elephant Relic. Very, very easy, very, very simple as well. And that is pretty much it for this one, guys. So now we are going to hop into the next one, which is the Lil Arnie Relic. And I will say that this one you can also do within the same game itself. There are people that try to set this up a little bit earlier, but for me personally, I just kind of like to do it all within the same game itself, just to save me time, because getting to round 40 does take a little bit of time for sure. Not as bad as getting to round 60, I will tell you that much. But what you want to go ahead and do here is you want to wait till about round 40. Like I say, you can do it earlier if you want, but the final step does require you to be on round 40 to get the pretty much portal itself to activate. You want to look for a pot itself. So this pot is going to be located pretty much within the meal kick section. You will be able to find it very, very easy. You pretty much lay down, you'll see it just sitting here. Now you want it to take it to the Viking Hall. That's what I call it. It's pretty much where that perk is, where you can Vulture Aid, where you can get the armor and stuff. You want to go ahead and place the pot down, and now you're going to go around the map itself and look for different ingredients in a specific order. The first ingredient you want to look for is the ale. Pretty much this one can be found where Stamina Up is at. It took me a while to find this one, but it's going to be located near where you're going to zip line across to the fish boat where Juggernaut's at. I'll kind of run around a certain path so you guys can see how to get to it. It took me a while. It's located near that bottom where you zip line and where there's a boat. Once you go ahead and pick up the ale itself, you want to take the ale and go all the way back, and pretty much you want to place the ale inside the pot, as you guys will see me do. Then you want to go ahead and get yourself another can of chili. So with this particular step, it seems to be a little bit glitched out for sure. I'm not sure why that's the case. Some people were able to get it to come out, but my one just seemed to be already in the inventory, even though I only grabbed it once to build the Wonder Weapon. But if you get near where Deadshot Daiquiri is, where you pick up the chili originally to build the Wonder Weapon, if you hook a grenade or some kind of explosive into the truck, it's supposed to give you another chili can. For me itself, it's kind of glitched out. It seemed to have already given it to me and it just didn't show up. But as you guys will see in the video, I just pretty much go up to the pot and I test it, and it actually says I already have it. So if you guys don't see it boiling in the pot once you interact with the pot itself in the Viking Hall, then just keep trying to throw grenades or use explosives on the truck until it gives it to you, and just keep pressing the interact button. It might just not show up on your screen, but you have already picked it up. But once you see it boiling, you know that that step is also done. The next one you want to go after is going to get yourself a lobster. So you do need a necropincer for this particular step here. And what you want to go ahead and do is, what I did was just kill all the zombies and leave the necropincer, take him towards a lighthouse. That seems to be the easiest trap to use for him, particularly to just kind of kill him with the trap. That's what you want to do. The fire trap is what's going to guarantee you that lobster. Like you see, you can see me running him back in a circle here a couple times, and eventually I'll just hit him with the melee weapon to break his shield, and then the fire will do the rest itself, and then you will be given the next part, which is the lobster. Same concept as the rest. You want to bring this ingredient back to the Viking Hall, place it inside the pot for it to cook, and then now you will be ready for the final and last step, which is going to get yourself a red fish. This one, not very many people were able to give good details on this one in particular, but this particular fish, at first when I was watching some videos for it, I thought you had to go to certain locations and wait for a jumping red fish, but that statement is wrong. What you do is you just go around and fish. You can fish in any of the locations. You can't repeat the same location, and you have to do it during a frost zombie round, so a special round for zombies. When you get the whole blizzard and stuff, just hold the Jotun Star with you and you won't freeze while you're waiting for that. Go to like I said, a bunch of different locations, and then you'll notice that one of the locations will give you a fish. I do it quite quick because I got a couple of zombies trying to hit me, but as you guys see, once I fish it out, I grab it quickly, you'll see it's a red fish. Once you pick that up, that is going to be the final item that you need. Once you make your way back to the Viking Hall itself, what you want to go ahead and do is put the red fish inside the pot. Then you guys will see Mr. Peak spawn, and what you want to go ahead and do here is kill a bunch of zombies with the Jotun Star itself. I tried using Casimir grenades, it didn't work, so for sure you have to use the wonder weapon. But once you pretty much get a bunch of kills, I think some people have said it's around 100. I just kept killing a bunch with insta-kill, and eventually I got the triggering sound of Mr. Peak starting to giggle, and I knew that I was on the right track. But once you guys get all that taken care of, this is where you guys really want to make sure you're fully set up, because the trial in particular for this one here is going to make sure that all zombies can only be killed by your melee weapon, and being on like rounds past 40, even when you have a pack-a-punch tier 3 a Jotun Star with Mega Macchiato, you don't get instant kills all the time, which kind of sucks. The weapon starts to die off around like 41, 42, but like I said, I've even used it at Pack-a-Punch 4, and it seems to die off quite early as well. But just keep in mind, this is going to take you quite a bit of long time. It took me a very long time actually to knock this out. I would say a little bit over 30 plus minutes. Make sure you guys got a bunch of gobblegums with you, because the last thing you want to do is die and have to go through this whole process all over again. But once you get that all taken care of, just make sure you got Killjoy, Cashback. Actually, Cashback won't do anything because you have the melee zombies. So pretty much really focus on maybe Power Keg, having, you know, Killjoy as well, just so you can use your particular wonder weapon to kill as many as you possibly can. But once you kind of get all of that taken care of, you will have unlocked yourself the Lil Arnie Relic. This particular relic is one that I've ran quite often. All it does is that every perk that you buy, even from the Wonder Fizz machine, from any perk around the map, it just gives you a random perk. I've noticed that it doesn't like to give you Juggernaut right off the rip. It seems to make you get like 6 or 7 perks before you actually get Juggernaut itself. That's just kind of my testing that I've pretty much done with running around with this relic equipped. But that's pretty much it, guys. That is how you unlock the Lil Arnie and the Elephant Relic within Totenreich. These are going to be both the Sinister Relics that you can pretty much unlock. Like I said, the hardest part is going to be pretty much doing the trials itself. Sometimes they take very, very long to do, so just make sure you're ready. And do keep in mind, you cannot save and quit and come back even in solo. Once you do that, you have to restart all the steps right over from the beginning. I have learned that the hard way plenty of times. But that is pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in another video. Till next time, peace out.